What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're back at the Mazda Turnpike, and we have behind us a 1992 RX7 FD. So I can't think of a better place to do a review of this car, so let's check it out. So this RX7, so I did purchase this at auction. Has 86,600 kilometers on it at the current time of recording, and when I got it, it was in good shape, but the paint was absolutely thrashed. So what we ended up doing is it was a long process, and I'll tell you what, I'll probably never paint a car in Japan again, but the car's painted, and so the paint color on this is actually Radiant Ebony Mica. So it's a color that's off of the Mazda Demio, the Mazda Verisa, and I believe the NC Roadster, so it's an OEM Mazda color. So if we check out the wheels right here, we have some Advan RGD2s. These are brand new, ordered these obviously in Japan, because that's where we are. So we have some Advan RGD2s. In the front we have 18 by 9.5s running a 255/35 tire, and on the rear we have a 18 by 10s running a 265/35 tire. At the front of the car, what we have here is a Night Sports bumper. So this is discontinued. Shout out again to Vonk for finding out what this was, sending me some pictures and whatnot. So it's a Night Sports bumper, discontinued. This thing's super rad. We obviously have the carbon fiber headlight covers, and then taking a look at the mirrors here, we have some Gana doors. So like I said, the whole car has been repainted. Looks absolutely fantastic once the sun hits it. Has a really nice gold flake in there. Definitely draws attention. Your eyes just kind of want to stare at the car as it drives by. In the back here we have some 99 spec tails, and then exhaust wise we have an Apexi muffler. So if we take a look at the interior here, on the passenger side we have 3 ready gauges. We have one for oil temp, coolant temp, and oil pressure, and then you have the boxes down there. Taking a look at the rear seats here, the back of the car is actually in really good shape. There's no major scuffs or scratches or rips or tears in the upholstery. The carpet looks nice. The headliner is also very nice. You have one minor hole in the back here. Not too bad though, yeah. It should also be noted that the door jambs were also painted, as well as the doors. Interior looks very clean. Taking a look at the driver's side, again, door in good condition, with the exception of this is loose and cracked, so that's unfortunate. But we do have a Recaro SR3 seat, confetti spec, that came out of my personal Skyline, and then a Italia Lanti wheel. So interior is very nice and very clean. I would say it's probably a high 7, low 8. One little cool thing I wanted to include in this video about this car is we have some Defi digital gauges. So they read, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but they read up here. We have one for boost and then one for kilometers per hour. So that's pretty rad, huh? So if I pop the hood for you here, the car is relatively stock. We just have some HKS intercooler pipes. We have an old school arc filter, polished the manifold. We got new gaskets, new spark plugs, new spark wires, some radiator hoses, an old school Blitz blow-off valve, and then a Trust or Greddy oil relocator. Other than that, new battery. Other than that, the engine bay is really clean. The car has really healthy compression, fantastic compression. So I'll throw up the numbers. If you want to check out the previous video where we first got this car and did a compression test, I'll put a link to that in the description, or I'll put it here somewhere. I definitely recommend checking that out. This car is like the pinnacle of 90s styling. You have the Ganador mirrors, you have the Night Sports bumper, you have the Greddy gauges. Everything just screams 90s. And to top it all off, the key is attached to a snap-on handle. So I'm sure you guys want to hear what it sounds like, so let's go for a drive. here we are in the RX7 going on the uphill of the Mazda Turnpike. So what I want to do right now is just kind of give you a review of the car, my first impressions, pros and cons, and everything like that as we go for a wonderful drive up the Turnpike. So first things first, the RX7 feels super planted. The induction noises are great. Everything about it so far has been lovely. But there obviously are a few cons to this particular RX7, so I'll go through those right now. So first things first, if we want to talk about what needs to be fixed, the air conditioning pump and belt work, but the AC doesn't blow cold. Not a big deal, can be replaced, but haven't done that yet. Second thing, the air pump on the engine, in the engine bay for this particular engine, the Rotary engines, is squeaking. So that's also not in the best, healthiest condition. So we unplugged that. That being considered, the car is fantastic, right? You know, maybe some other small cons. You have this little door handle thing that isn't attached, that the clip broke off of. This could be a pro or con for either or, but the clutch is super heavy. Definitely not my favorite clutch to daily. I wouldn't want to daily this type of clutch. The coilovers in the car, so they are Tane coilovers. They're a bit stiff for my liking, but they feel really, really planted in these corners. So, to each their own. What else do we have, con-wise? Thinking. Not a whole lot, really. I mean, the car has 86,000 kilometers on it right now, so I think that's just shy of 57,000 miles. So it is relatively low mileage, especially for a Rotary. And the car feels effortless. Like, I'm in third gear, just cruising up this up the Turnpike, and you always have a power band, and the sounds are amazing as well. Just listen. So the car feels effortless. We're not going to go balls to the wall out here. There's no point to. We're just kind of doing an overview of the car. What are the pros of this thing? Well, obviously it's a Rotary engine, right? So it revs to infinity. It always feels like you have some type of power band, and just hearing that first turbo kick in, and then it revs all the way out. You get that second one kicking in as well. Fantastic. The car also handles like it's on rails. That probably is aided by the fact that we have 255s in the front and 265s in the rear. But I'm going to say it, I like the GTR less than the RX-7. Personally, I would love to have one of these. This car will be making its way back to the States relatively soon, so if you are interested in this car, you want some more information, drop a comment. But other than that, just go for a drive, man. And if I have anything else to think about and say, I'll say it. But just enjoy the view, enjoy the drive, enjoy the Turnpike. made it up to the Sky Lounge. That's gonna wrap up the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick overview of this particular RX7. It's a absolute blast to drive. Consider subscribing if you like this content. You'll want to see more Japanese car content. Drop a like, drop a comment. All that stuff helps grow the channel. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.